192, section 512. Take a look at the code there, right? And basically what Java allows for you to do is declare methods multiple times and accept different data types. So it's called method overloading, right? So what does it look like? All right, let's code this guy up here. So I'm on page 192, and I'm just going to quickly, okay, public class method overload. Let's save it. Computer. Okay. Let's do public static void main string array args. Okay. So they have square of an integer 7 is, right? So they're using a function called square, right? But they're accepting integers and doubles, right? So let's just, for the sake of time, let me do int s1 equals 7, and let's do double d1 equals 7.5, right? So I'm just basically saving the people inputting it, right, which could make it work easier. Okay, that's the end of main method, end of main. And then we have to do this. We have to do square s1 and then square d1, right? So at first you're looking like, oh, this is going to be a problem, right? Okay, end of main. Let's go to our first method, public static int square. And sure enough, I'm receiving a square, so I'm going to just say int I. Not very descriptive, but for sake of time. System.out.println. Let's do okay. And then let's just do let's do this. Let's do int I times I. Okay. Or actually, you know what? One better. Let's do this. I'm going to embed this up here. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take my system.out.println, and I'm going to put my method call inside of that. So that down here, I simply have to do this. Return I times I. Or I could use a math pow, but I'm in order for public static double square. Now notice I declare it exactly the same, right? It's got to be named the same for you to do method overloading. I can't be like double S or square double, right? So I'll say double D, and then I'll do this. I'll do return D times D. Now I'm conjoining these together. I don't have to do it in the return. I could say temporary double equals D times D and return temporary double. I'm just streamlining these, compacting these up. So, okay. And I'll do the same up here. And I'm putting this inside the square. So you can put a method call inside of a print statement, right? I'm just chaining these statements together. When you start chaining statements together, if you're ever confused of what it's doing, start on the far right, right? Look on the right, orange-o, and then read to the left, and that you'll figure out the order of what's happening. So basically this, we don't want that. So this here is executing first, and then that number is returning and then being passed to this system.print function, right? Same here. This is executing first and then being passed there, right? Okay, did I miss anything else here? No. Okay, so let's do this. And End of class. Okay. Let's go to Yon command prompt. Oops. I wonder if I have this. Okay, anyway. Java C method overload. Okay, Java method. And if you notice, what's the square of 7? It's 49, right? What's the square of 7.5? 56.25. So what I did was overloaded a method declaration, right? So what I kind of taught you last week was kind of true, kind of not true. The idea behind this is you can reuse your code, right? And reuse the names and just change here. And Java is smart enough to look, right? It says, oh, you've called square, and you're passing it a double. Oh, I found this method called square. It's not a double. Let me try the next method, right? Now, if I only had one method here and I did this, it would generate an error because really what it's doing is looking anyway, but we only have one, you know. Does that make sense? So this is called method overloading, right? Now, what would happen if I wanted to take like two numbers? Can I do this? Can I do, let's do double D2 equals 7.7, right? And let's do D2. Can I do this? I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to multiply it here. How many people think that's valid? You think so? One's format. Oops. Oh, speaking of code, remember that? Oh, okay. Look. Now what happened here? Did I save this? Let's change this so we know exactly what we got here. Okay, so Williams was right. Look what I did. I expanded square to take different